I was thinking today about an old friend. He's passed away now. And one of the phrases he would use when he was preaching was, "Are you listening?" I was pretty sure it was pointed at me, and then I noticed it was everywhere that he preached. When he was making a point, he would say, "Are you listening?" Are you listening is a key component in our life today. You know, we hear a lot of things, but are we listening? You know, the proverb writer talked about a fool and how a fool doesn't want to hear or come to an understanding. They only want to hear the things that support their narrative. In our society today, we're seeing the ones that claim to be tolerant to be very intolerant of others' views. You've seen a bunch of things written and a bunch of things said about that. But if you're a disciple of Jesus, we have to be the ones that tolerate the intolerant. We have to be kind toward them, considerate toward them, but also understanding that they're in a foolish position, that they're in a position that is not supported by truth, honesty. They're in a position that most likely won't change until they're willing to listen. Now, that's not to say that we've got everything right. We know we have our faults, and I think we need to continually work on them by listening to others and how they say we react. I was listening to a radio program this morning, had about a 2-hour drive this morning, and I was listening to this guy, and he was talking about how us men, we hear words, but sometimes we're not listening. What I want to challenge you today, and each and every day, is become a listener. Don't just hear the words that are said. Listen for what the truth is in those words. Listen for how to be honest and sincere when you answer someone if they ask you a question. Learn how to be more tolerant of those that are intolerant. I don't want you to misunderstand me here. Don't put up with the ignorance and the stupidity. That's a whole nother matter, and I think what we need to do with that is call it out for what it is, but without being rude or hateful. We must show the love of our Lord in what we do. And in showing that love, sometimes we have to offer correction the best as we know how to offer it. But we don't have to do it in a mean-spirited way. We don't have to do it by degrading others. We don't have to do it by slander. We don't have to do it in any way that portrays evil. We can do it just with honesty and sincerity. Now, will that always be met with the same love in which you're giving it? No, it won't. However, we can't control how others hear what we say, but we have control over what we say and how we say it. So my final thought this morning is, as my old buddy said, are you listening? Have a good day. God bless you.